Welcome to the October 2010 City Focus. On this edition, response to Tropical Storm Hermine. City Council approves the budget and tax rate. And recycling update. These stories and more on City Focus.
Areas of Round Rock were hit hard by the recent flooding from Tropical Storm Hermine, and city staff were out in force to help our residents.
It's been a long time since Round Rock has experienced so much rain in so short a period of time. The impact was overwhelming.
We estimate as much as 12 inches of rain fell overnight when Hermine hit town, and that caused flooding along Brushy Creek and Lake Creek for the first time in more than 25 years. Firefighters, police officers, and public works personnel were in the thick of the events the night of the flooding, helping to evacuate residents from flooded homes.
The fire department was out in force, the police department was out notifying people. Neighbors were bringing clothing out of their house to protect the people from the rain and the families from the rain. Over in Round Rock West, the citizens were already coming from blocks and blocks around down into the areas that were flooded and helping the people pull stuff out of their house and start the recovery effort immediately. It was just an overwhelming response.
We used the reverse 911 system to alert homeowners in the middle of the night of the need to evacuate and opened up the Clay Matson Recreation Center as an emergency shelter. In all, 82 homes were flooded. Public Works and Parks and Recreation crews led the cleanup efforts with a big assist from volunteers, including the Round Rock West Homeowners Association, Celebration Church, and the El Amistad Club. Round Rock Refuse also contributed to the recovery effort, placing large dumpsters in the areas hardest hit. A week after the storm, crews had removed more than 2,500 cubic yards of debris.
About a week into the event, we had a meeting at Deepwood Elementary, and citizens from all over town came and attended that. We had people from the American Red Cross, we had people from representing FEMA in the county, and just to try to get the best information available.
The impact of the storm lingered well after the rains passed. Public Works personnel discovered a wastewater leak on Lake Creek 5 days after the storm hit. The broken pipes were under 3 to 4 feet of water, and worked quickly to contain the leak and install a bypass line. Police and fire personnel were also called out to attempt to save a man after a kayaking accident on Brushy Creek a week after the storm. Sadly, he died.
The recovery goes on in the aftermath of this devastating storm. FEMA and American Red Cross teams are conducting assessments throughout the area, and the city will continue to work with those agencies to make sure that our residents get the assistance that they need.
In the event of an emergency, timely information is of the utmost importance. Because they're not tied to a set location, cell phones aren't automatically added to our emergency notification system, but you can add numbers yourself at wireless.capcog.org. From the wireless.capcog.org page, click on the Register for this service link. Here you'll get info on the process we're about to walk through. Go ahead and get started. The first step allows you to locate your position on a map and register your name and cell phone number. When you request a PIN, the number is texted to your cell phone. In step 2, you verify your phone number and enter your PIN. From here, you'll be taken to the editing page. You can add locations by clicking on the map or by typing in an address. If you make a mistake, don't worry. You can easily delete locations. When you're satisfied with the location or locations you have entered, click Save and you are done. If you ever need to log back in, you can use the PIN that was sent to you or get a new one by recompleting step 1. Your cell phone will now be called in the event of emergency near one of the locations you added. Complete the process yourself today at wireless.capcog.org.
In September, the Round Rock City Council approved the fiscal 2011 budget and tax rate that took effect October 1st. The $81.5 million general fund budget is almost $2.5 million less than last year.
While the city's budget has been cut, it includes 8 new police officers and a dispatcher. The budget also earmarks $750,000 to establish a fund for parks maintenance. A public works reorganization allowed the city to eliminate 24 positions. This, along with concerted efforts to operate more efficiently, will save more than $1 million. The budget also includes refinancing and early payment of portions of the city's debt, which will save us a great deal of money in the long run. The budget includes a new drainage fee of $2.75 per residence per month. The fee is based on a property's impact to the drainage system and will more fairly allocate the costs for stormwater services. The fiscal year 2011 tax rate is 41.7 cents per $100 evaluation, which is a half cent below the effective tax rate. The tax rate decrease is intended to mitigate the effect of the new drainage fee on homeowners. For more information about the city's budget, check out roundrocktexas.gov/budget.
And now, a Preservation Minute, brought to you by the City of Round Rock Department of Planning and Community Development. The City of Round Rock has designated many historic landmarks. Some have also been recognized by the state of Texas or the National Register of Historical Places. One of these is the Inn at Brushy Creek on Chisholm Trail Road. It's believed that Round Rock's first postmaster, Thomas Oates, built this home in the 1850s. Another Old Town landmark is the St. Charles Hotel at 8 Chisholm Trail. A one-story building was constructed around 1853 by Thomas Oates as a store and post office. A separate two-story building was built later and served as the local doctor's office. In Newtown, one of the most ornate buildings is the Nelson Hardware Building, located at 201-203 East Main. It was built in 1900. It was the only building in downtown Round Rock not built by local craftsmen. Its decorative cast iron and pressed tin facade was manufactured in St. Louis, Missouri. Nearby, the 100 East Main building was the Round Rock Broom Factory. Round Rock's claim to fame in 1904 was a gold medal presented at the St. Louis World's Fair for a broom produced here. Newtown also contains many historic homes that are Texas landmarks. The Queen Anne-style Olson House at 808 East Main was built in 1910. It retains many original features, including a wraparound porch and fish scale shingles. The A.J. Anderson House at 602 Liberty Avenue is another excellent example of historic residential architecture. Built in 1908, this L-plan home features first and second story porches and a detached carriage house garage. These historical landmarks are important to the history of Round Rock and the state of Texas.
It's time to saddle up for the Outlaw Trail 100 cycling tour through beautiful Round Rock and Williamson County. The tour begins at 8 a.m. on Saturday, October 9th at Old Settlers Park. Choose to ride 6 different courses from 10 to 100 miles. Enjoy rest stops, fresh fruit, sports drinks, and sag wagon support. Register online now at outlawtrail100.com. The first 950 bandits who register will get a free Outlaw Trail 100 long sleeve t-shirt. The Outlaw Trail 100 is another quality event brought to you by the Round Rock Parks and Recreation Department.
In August, the City Council unanimously approved a citywide recycling program to take effect in January 2011. Christy Justice has the details on the new program.
Under the new program, Round Rock Refuse will provide residents with two 96-gallon containers, one for recycling and one for garbage. Garbage will be collected once per week and the recycling collected every other week. The city's current pre-tax garbage collection rate is $13.95 per month. This new program will increase residential customers' monthly rate to $16.91. The old $4 per month subscription recycling service will be eliminated once the citywide program is in place.
It's important that the City of Round Rock looks at our entire solid waste program as one. We're talking about the garbage and the recycling. We know landfill rates are going up. In 2009, they doubled the cost per ton to dispose of garbage. And we know in the future we're going to have 5% increases over the next 3 years. So it's important that we try to take as much waste away from the landfill and recycle it because we know it's going to have a long-term impact on the rates that our citizens pay for this service.
In addition to reducing the amount of unnecessary material going into landfills, the new program will save significant wear and tear on city streets as garbage trucks will make fewer trips. For more information on the new program and how residents can recycle in Round Rock today, visit roundrocktexas.gov/recycle.